Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if it's your first time around here. So, I'm Marty, if you're new. This morning I was going to publish some information on social media, and before I published it I had a quick thought in my head about some previous experiences that I've had with the police and courts and convictions, etc. So I decided to make a phone call to the police to double check that what I were planning to do was legal and it wasn't going to result to my arrest or something like that. So it's a really funny phone call, and I'm just going to leave it there, and I'm going to play the phone call that I made and then the phone call that I received back about an hour later from a sergeant. Check it out, and I hope you have a giggle, because I certainly know that my good friend Peter did. And someone asked me to give him a shout out on my next video, and I'm having trouble remembering who it was. So you can have a shout out next time. However, Corey Sheeran wanted a shout out. Bat, 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 bat. My boy.
Good morning, Mr. Police. How can I help?
Hi there. I just want a really quick question answering if possible. Is it against the law to publish police officers' details on the internet?
Is it what, sorry?
Sorry, is it against the law to publish police officers' details on the internet?
In what respect? What regarding?
Name, date of birth, email address.
And what would the reason behind it?
Because they are lying pieces of shit.
Right, okay. I mean, yeah, you could get done for slander, yeah.
No, I can. I've got facts to prove it. I've got a video that proves that they lied. So I'm trying to blow it up.
All right, okay.
Okay, thank you. Hiya.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an officer, but I mean, yeah, you would get into trouble, but I'm just going to have a word with someone, okay? Because the best way to do it is go through professional standards.
No. I've already been through professional standards. Now I want to make the public know about them.
All right, okay. Just bear with me then. I'll find
No,
out for you.
I understand you saying I might get in trouble, but what I'm looking for is you guys hopefully can say to me, yeah, Martin, under section said Z, you're not allowed to do it.
Right, okay, let me find out
that
for
can't
you,
happen,
alright.
thank you very much for your help.
Have you got his date of birth then?
I'm not going to tell you that.
But you've got his date of birth though, yeah?
I've actually got the home addresses as well, but I won't publish the home address because I understand that can cause further risk.
Right, okay, just bear with me.
No worries.
Bear with me, I'll go find out.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. I'm really
Hello.
sorry about that. We've just been speaking to a sergeant.
Yeah, cool.
He said there is a legislation under the Terrorism Act, but he's wanting to find out the section and everything. So he's doing a big search on that.
Yeah, I won't be accepting the Terrorism Act as a law to stop me from publishing
Right,
details.
it's have a look to see what it is. So,
I'm not a terrorist. I'm not having that. I won't be accepting that as a reason.
yeah,
to
but I
stop
mean,
me.
if it comes under different acts, that.
No, then I'll do it, and you can arrest me under terrorism, and then you can release me without charge. I'm not bothered about that.
Sorry, say that again.
If you're going to tell me at the end of the call some quote from the Terrorism Act, I'm just going to do it anyway, and then you can arrest me for terrorism. I'm not bothered. It's not like I'm going to get done for terrorism, is it?
Right.
I'm trying to be reasonable.
It's just under the Act, you see. It could mean we were just checking for you, right? You've asked me to check for you, so that's what we're doing.
If anything, it'd be the Communications Act, 2005 or 3. I'm trying to help you here.
Yeah, no, he's had a look. It's not under that. Okay. So
Oh, that's
let me
brilliant
have a
then. That's basically all I need to know. That's the only act that covers the publication.
Right, it isn't. Not now. It isn't. No, it isn't. So be careful. So what's your name? And I'll ring you back.
My name's Marti Blagborough.
It's Martin. What? Sorry.
Blagborough.
Are you spelling your surname?
It's B-L-A-G.
B-L-A-G.
B-O-R.
B-O-R.
O-U-G-H.
Okay, leave it with me. I'll ring you back. All right.
No worries. I'm not trying to be funny. I appreciate you working, man. I thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you. Bye.
Hello?
Hello, is that Martin?
It is, yeah.
Hey up, Martin. It's police calling you about your report to us.
Yeah, what's your name, bud?
It's Sergeant Cooper.
Cheers.
What's the situation then?
The situation is I'm looking at publishing a database that's basically a bunch of data around about 10 to 20 different officers who myself and my friends have all had dealings with. During these dealings, we have discovered that these officers have together basically lied. We have video proof of this, so we are going
about
to
what?
lied about the situations, lied about us being assaulted, lied about their own actions that they had taken during the assault investigation. So we have we've created the video. We're going to be publishing it, and alongside that, we are intending to be naming these officers, giving out some of their details, and also for each individual officer there'll be one line of contact, whether that be a mobile number or an email address. And I have been having some difficulty finding any law that does not permit me to do that. So I gave you guys a call just to put myself on a border.
Yeah, I think it's a difficult one, to be honest, Martin, because it's difficult to... It depends for what purpose that you're looking to publish something. If you're looking
to name and shame them for their behaviour.
You're hoping, but what is it you're hoping? For what reason are you giving?
So people know that they can't trust these people as officers.
Yeah, but are you publishing their personal details with hope that somebody will contact them?
Absolutely, yeah. They need to know that the public can't trust them.
Right. Well, obviously there might be offences there then.
Yeah, but I've checked out with everything that I know. I know a lot about the Communications Act now that I've been convicted of that previously.
Obviously you'll know then under Communications Act that there might be offences.
No, but it doesn't quite cover the sharing of details. You see, I've been on the trials. I understood that I've given out loads of information on individuals before. The fact that they're a police officer makes no difference. You know, we're still talking about someone's personal details. And there was no problem with that whatsoever. The only problem that I run into previously was the way that I spoke in these messages and in the communications. It wasn't the fact of giving out the addresses that was actually the problem.
I suppose the thing that you open yourself up to, though, as well, Martin, is that if you're offering up information, personal information, to obviously with the...
I will say as well, mate, just to make you fully aware, this information that I am going to be giving out is already in the public domain.
I think that, but like I say, what I'm just about to explain there, Martin, it's the context and it's the nature in which you distribute it. If you're distributing it in such a way that it's to a group of people that you can be judged as inciting violence or inciting harassment or something like that, or if you're offering it up for the means of for those officers to be harassed or to be subject to some form of harassment, then obviously there might be.
I understand that, but I'm not inciting any violence or anything like that.
I'm just explaining, Martin. Like I said, the act of you posting it initially, whilst there might not be a legislation initially to cover the act of you initially posting it. If the means of you posting that information was just because you fancied posting it, then there might not be. But then at a later date,
on that basis.
So let me explain, Martin.
Go on, mate. Go on.
Obviously, but then if it's deemed then that for the purpose of you posting that information as being with the intent to incite harassment or violence or whatever, if the forum in which you're circulating that information is such that obviously people with similar grievance to yours or what have you, that people
are you referring to a specific
information so that they can cause harm or that they can cause harassment, then obviously then it changes the ball game a little bit, doesn't it? And
are you referring to a specific act here?
Well, it depends on what comes of it. Obviously, there might be offences under Communications Act. Then under, like I say, if for the purpose of causing annoyance, inconvenience, needless anxiety, you're doing that.
Yeah. So what about when the police do that to me though? Because that's what this is in response to. I am doing this because PC Richardson started posting about myself on Twitter. And they also posted me on the police page Bullshire News, and as a result of that,
PC Richardson.
Yes, he's. I believe he is an them voluntary coppers, a special. And as a result of him making them posts, I had loads of hate messages coming in left, right, and centre via Twitter, via my YouTube channel, via email. I mean, so if they can do it to me, it only stands to reason I can repost about them.
Like I say, if you've got a grievance against that's got any grounds, like I say, against this special constable.
Yeah, I don't make complaints no more, mate.
That.
I understand, pal, but every time I make a complaint, mate, it gets washed away, so I feel like it's pointless. I'm sure you understand that. It's absolutely pointless.
I get what you're saying.
You know?
And I'm not saying that there's absolute legislation to prevent you from posting something. It depends on the nature or the purpose of posting something. So I can't with certainty now say, do you want me to tell you the way I intend to do it? The way I intend to post it, so you can have a full understanding, is I want to put up the story saying this happened, this happened, this happened. Alongside that, there will be pictures of the officers involved. Obviously, with the picture, there will be a name, date of birth, obviously the area that they're working, etc., and then a method of contact. It may not even be a personal email address that I put up. It might actually be the police email that they have. Yeah.
And I'm just going to simply put on there, if you wish to leave a message for this officer about his actions, this is how you can do it.
Right, okay.
As simple as that, and I'm going to keep it literally to them words.
Well, on the basis of that, I can't say that with certainty that there are offences that you will be in breach of. However, I can't say with certainty that there aren't, because if then somebody takes that, starts working their way through your database and starts firebombing houses of people that don't.
No, I'm not putting out addresses. I'm going to nth degree, Martin, but you see what I'm getting at. Yeah, I won't be putting personal
you will
addresses
obviously be investigated for inciting that, won't you?
Yeah, but like I say, I'm not going to be putting out addresses. I'm not stupid. I won't do that. I wouldn't like that to happen to myself, so I won't do that to them.
You wouldn't want, sorry, you won't be.
No, I will not be putting out people's addresses. I will not do that.
Right.
Not a chance, mate. I wouldn't like that to happen to myself, so I certainly won't be doing it to them.
I think the main thing is, there's information out there that people want to have got grievances. I think the force should be transparent in that it's obviously welcoming of any complaints or whatever that you might have. But if you've had any that you've not had dealt with properly, then that's something I can escalate or whatever. And it's not there's no barrier to you or anybody else making a complaint about any particular officer in force.
Yeah. I did ask for him to speak to me.
All I'm saying is that I don't want you to scupper yourself by you taking.
No, do I, pal? That's why I contacted you guys, mate. I don't want to be causing trouble either. That's why I contacted you. Let's see if I can,
But
do this right.
The thing that you're not in control. If you're doing it for yourself, if you decide, right, I found this cop's details or whatever, I found this cop's number, and you decide to ring them, or you ring their supervisor, or you ring and make a complaint, you're in control of that, and you're only answerable to your own actions.
Yeah.
If somebody else decides to take what you've started and escalate that to a level that you didn't have any control over or any intention of their actions, then you might then be answerable to their actions as well, because then we've got to decide, well, has Martin incited that? Has he encouraged that?
Yeah, as long as I word it
part of that.
correctly, I have no like concerns over that. I'm positive a jury would never be able to convict me on such a thing as long as I, didn't incite anything, which I don't believe by doing that I would be.
Well, I don't know if that'd be the case though, Martin. If you're posting stuff on YouTube
Put it
or
this way,
whatever forum it is that you decide.
Say you went to Greg's today and you weren't happy about your Greg's and you put a thing up on the internet, then I sent a message to Greg saying, "Oh, listen, you silly bastards, why did you fuck up my mate's pasty or whatever?" That's not down to you what I've done. How are you responsible for my actions? It's not your fault.
I think there's a bit of I think the circumstances are a bit different though, aren't they?
No, you get my point. I put something out there. You
I know what
contact
you're saying.
that person.
But do you get what I'm saying, Martin?
Yeah, I do.
You can't be in control of it, can you?
But I don't see how I can be
somebody
responsible
says,
for someone else's actions.
If you say Top Boy Martin Blagborough's give us this info, and now thanks to him, I'm gonna like decide to cause these cops' lives hell, and I'm gonna do this, and this, or what have you.
Yeah, well, that's what they did to me. They made my life hell, so I'm just returning the favour,
Well, I don't know. It depends in what context you're talking.
I received loads of messages.
I get what you're saying. That you felt harassed by the social media posts or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely, I did. Yeah.
I think if it gets any further than that, then it's a different matter, isn't it? But yeah, like I said, if you're posting those details without addresses and so what's the detail that you're looking at posting?
I'm going to be posting names, date of birth, and a contact, a method of contact per officer.
Right. Okay. Yeah, like I say, as long as you're aware that I can't say with certainty that you won't be committing offences, so it's on your head.
Before coming to you, I have spoken to the legal team at the NUJ, and they were pretty sure it's fine, but they just advised me to come your way first.
I think it's like I say, on face of it, I'd agree, but it's not something that can be dealt with in isolation. It's like right now, with absolutely there won't be any comeback. It's a forever changing thing, isn't it? If it ends up escalating or what have you, or more comes to it, to what degree would you consider harassment? If every person in UK decided to bombard that contact number or what have you.
But it's like a newspaper article, isn't it, as well? Like they would say Marti Blagborough of Malvern Road, etc. They put that out there, so I don't see what the issue actually is here.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, and you've obviously got a bit of a personal grievance with it, and I get what you're saying, but I don't want to misinform you, Martin, as well.
No, I respect that, bro.
Well, I've ended up getting myself in bother here, and
this is why I'm trying to do the right thing, Miss. And I don't want to be in trouble. The last thing I want is that.
Yeah.
I'm sick of being in trouble.
Just be mindful of it then, and I'll pass your. Have you got a contact number? Have you got another contact number? Any other details that I can pass on in case anybody's got any further information that they need to make you aware of?
Just this one, bud, isn't it, really?
You what?
Just this one that I'm calling on, really, pal.
Right. All right then, Martin.
All right, thanks for your time, though, mate. I mean, you've made me think twice.